Right, I don't know if anyone's going to come in, but I just want to put this out anyway because I think it's a bit weird. So, been to my sister's for dinner, come back. I'm like, right, I'm going to chill out, I'm going to do a little bit of housework. Oh, sorry, the sun's coming again. Hi, I just want to see what everyone thinks of this cold callers because, like I just said, hi, I was having dinner with my sisters, come back and I'm like, um, I'm gonna do some painting. Little one's fell asleep on the couch because he's tired, so I'm like, oh, and I found the old Q map. I found it. It's falling apart, but it's there. Found it, and someone knocks at the door, and it's a Sunday, so I'm thinking, who's that? See a guy with a yellow vest on, um, beard, and I'm like, oh, it must be eBay or something, like on a Sunday, dropping something off. Got a sign for it at the door, so I go to the door. I'm normally really good with cold callers, people coming knocking at the door, you know, getting you to sign stuff, sell stuff. Whoever knocks at the door, I'm like, no, I'm not interested. But I wasn't very good today. And then I was just thinking, let him talk on because I want to know what he's going on about. And it was this, this Barb or something. And he's knocking at doors. Obviously, he's just doing his job. But he was going on about the TV. And I haven't got rid of my TV license yet. I keep meaning to, I keep forgetting because I don't watch TV and I need to get rid of it, as we all know why. And also because I don't watch it anyway. So he's going on about the aerial, and I'm like, yeah, the aerial's fine. He's going, does it work when it's stormy days, like it's really well, it's been quite winter today and cold. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Um, yeah, they come in disguise. Yeah, but listen to this. And I was like, so he's waffling on. And he's going, pick three TV programmes that you watch. I went, well, I can't pick three because I don't watch TV. And he's going, well, what would you watch? I went, well, if I was watching TV, I would be watching films or documentaries because if I ever do go over to the TV, it's just films. Um, and then he's asking my name and asking my kids' names and what date of birth and all this. And I'm thinking, what's that got to do with TV? So the next minute, it's, well, you can have these free meters. Now, I haven't got a smart meter because I know what they're all about. You can have these meters in and they can put them on you. And like, if you got a computer and yeah, scammers, I can't believe you did. Oh, yeah, we need to, yeah, that's, yeah, TV listen. They put them on your near your TV or on your computer. And he was saying it was, um, what did they say it was? It was to monitor how much TV people are watching and what programs are watching. And I went, but I don't watch TV. I said I watch a lot of YouTube and Netflix, and I don't watch TV. And he's like, well, you can get some vouchers, for £100 or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not interested. Oh, they'll ring you in a couple of days. So normally I would have just shut the door, but I didn't. So now if they're going to ring me, I'm going to ignore them. Or I thought, oh, actually, maybe I'll speak to him because one, why? What has my kid's age and date of birth got to do, and their names got to do with TV monitoring? My name, like they're putting an incentive in there for some people, like, oh, you get vouchers, but why are they monitoring TV? Why are they monitoring TV and computers? Because some people watch TV programs on computers to monitor what you're watching, and I'm like, but I don't watch TV. And I went, and I'm getting rid of the TV license, so it's not really going to be any good, is it? So, like, this. So they're going door to door about this. But what's my information got to do with monitoring the TV? I think they're trying to get things in people's houses, like the smart meters, because they ain't good people. I did give the names out. And then I thought, why have I just done that? Because I was a bit confused at first. Because at first I thought it was something else to do with my aerial. And then I thought after, like, what's all that about? I've took a picture of the car that he was driving. He was going around knocking on people's doors. Google it, Dolly, that Barb. I will. It does sound very dodgy because I'm not saying the guy was dodgy because he's just working for the place. They get paid for who they get on. But they're going to ring me in 2 days because they want to see if they can put a monitor in your house, which I'm not going to say yes to anyway because I said no to smart meters when they kept saying it's free though. Nothing's for free. It's free though. You can have a smart meter. I don't want a smart meter. And I don't want this meter either, so I won't be taking it. But I'm going to ask them over the phone. Maybe I should record it. Why did you want my information on my kids' names and date of birth? Like, what has that got to do with monitoring the TV of what people watch? Is it because you're trying to say how many kids live in the house because they might have computers or a TV? Yes, record it. Yeah, might do. I might have to put this on live and record it. Yeah, I know they're fishing. I understand that, and they're trying to get info, and they're trying to put that thing at there. Oh, look, dangle a carrot of like, we've got vouchers, but I don't go for vouchers. That does not bother me. They can ring me up because I'm just going to let them talk, and then I'm going to say no, thank you. I told him at the door, no, thank you. But you know when they're quite persistent and you're trying to be nice. I'm not normally I just don't answer the door. I look out the window and think, selling something, can't be bothered. So I was more intrigued to listening about what it was about. It says on here, our legal basis for processing your personal data. Right. Yeah, okay. What does it say? Oh, we are. Establishment. The Barb Establishment Survey is a survey about how people receive their television programmes, the range of television channels that are received, and all over description of the household's television and other related equipment. So it's a bit funny that in a UK Field Services team, is that because they're realising that people want to get rid of the TV licence, that realising that we all know that mainstream media's BS. Yeah, they want total control of our lives. Exactly, and that's why I believe they want to put a meter in to, so they're saying, to, you know, to see what you're watching and stuff. More like another spying thing again, isn't it? And probably bad frequencies putting it through your house. I was like, no. They don't visit flats. Well, no. I don't normally get a lot of cold calls. Like I said, I normally ignore them and don't open the door. On a Sunday as well. So I'm just saying, look out for this if they come knocking, because I'm like, what's all that about? Why, if you took my kids' information, like what has that got to do with anything? Here's what the name stands for: Broadcasters Audience Research Board. So I'll update you on this. I just thought I'd come for a quick brew because little ones fell asleep. And you can tell that yes, spying and to access how much energy you use. Yeah, so to me, it's like another smart meter thing because that's what smart meters are. So I'm going to say no. They're trying to get people to do it with giving you free vouchers to go shopping for £100 worth of free vouchers or something. It's not free. So I'll be saying no anyway, so they can say what they want because I won't be saying yes. Like I said no to smart meters as well. The globe is ramping up control attempts because they are soon coming to the end. Well, if you're on to Q, he's posted, and I nearly came on last night, and the Jenny Hatch's videos are brilliant. Let me just go over. Well, the ones that I saw that I liked about Mother of All Bombs is coming. I think something's about to get released, people. It's not free giving up your freedoms. Exactly. So I will be saying no to it anyway. But I'm going to ask them the questions. Why did you want my children's names and date of birth? Why? What's that got to do with monitoring the TV? I don't normally answer the door, Lily, but I thought it was, because I order stuff off eBay, I thought it was a delivery driver bringing something. Because he had a tablet in his hand. I thought it was that thing that you signed for eBay. So I opened the door because normally I look and I think, no, I'll just ignore him. But I thought it was an eBay driver. You know what you call it? The people who drop off your parcel. So we've got The Great Awakening. Attempts to divide will fail. Patriots have no skin colour. Q. And I'm going to show you this Native American Indian. I think it is a woman who said this, and I thought, well, she's right.
the ones that don't like it, then they should go back to their country where they're from and correct their government instead of trying to correct ours. So therefore, hello to everybody that is out there, freeloaders, get back to your countries. And there's nothing racial that I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that come here, take advantage of food stamps, Medicaid, everything else that comes along. And especially the young ladies that come and pump the kids here just so they can have the key to the USA. That is no more. I got married young too, and I had only one daughter because I could only afford one daughter. And therefore, you all should limit your amounts to what you can afford and get yourselves a job. Until you get a job, then you know what I'm talking about. In the meantime, there's a lot of illegals that say, why work when everything's given to us? We need to stop accepting so many illegals. And I'm calling from the area of El Paso, Texas, which we have 5 borders of entry. And every day, there's hundreds and hundreds of illegals. Here, we have attorneys that help them with the visas. They even pay for their visas. We have churches, places where they're immediately, once they're over here, they get housing, they get shelter, they get food, they get a bed, they get medical attention, they even get educated so they can stay. Well, let me tell you, I worked very hard all my life, and you ought to see how I'm living now. Why? Because my money that I earned all through these years is given to all these people that are not even from here. I'm fed up of it, just like a lot of people here, you know.
You were all fed up with it, but that was a QAnon drop, and that was a tweet off. I think it was a Latino woman. There was another one, and there's been 2. There was another. This one.
I have a Trump 2016 sticker on my car, or Trump Make America Great Again, and people ask me, they'll see me get out the car, and they'll go, is that your car? And I go, yeah, it's my car. With the Trump sticker? I go, yeah. They go, you're a Trump supporter? I go, yeah, aren't you? So it's just crazy, man. It's just amazing that I actually have to justify it. And the only reason they ask those questions is because of the color of my skin. The crazy part is, we use the words like discrimination and racism. We hear them all the time, but the reality of it is, I think I'm a victim of discrimination just by the fact that I'm not going with the crowd. The fact that I'm thinking for myself and decided to become a conservative and vote for President Trump, vote for the Republicans.
I'm not going with the crowd, exactly. So there was that one. What else was dropped? But the one that I saw that I liked, because there's quite a few, is this little meme. Mother of all bombs is coming. And it says underneath, Anons understand how they have been targeted daily. News, media and shills. Yep. Today they are learning the truth. You have been prepared for what is about to take place. Dark to light, enjoy the show. Where we go, one we go all. Underlined Q. Also, it says exclusive. 1.5 years behind Anons. I haven't actually opened this one. Haha. If anyone knows what this is. Down, 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 down. We got Trump. We've got Jeff Sessions, and it's on 17, who is the silent assassin. And it's, oh God, what's his name? I can never remember his name. Whitaker. Exclusive. The DOJ just unearthed a letter Matt Whitaker delivered to the Utah U.S. Autonomy, I can't say what it says, directing a review of how the department handled the Clinton Foundation and the Uranium One issue. Well, I think things were about to drop, people. Also, where was the other one? This one, Donald Trump tweeted, the 5th of September 2018. It's about to happen, be vigilant, because it is about to happen. So, it's getting quite interesting. There's loads, actually. And I think the royals are getting a bit panicky because they seem to be in the news a lot, which is quite I think they're getting a bit panicky. So, yeah, this. And it also said, so let me find that Trump one. There it is. treason. Treason. A lot of people over here involved with treason, so, March. And let's just go through the news on Google at what they're sort of throwing out there of what they're saying, which we all know it's something else behind it. So we've got the Avengers, what's that? Antarctica Pyramid shock claim, something going on there. A non-book becomes bestseller as deplatforming. I don't know what that says. Let's have a look. Blowback, a non-book best, you know, the book that I've got. A book becomes bestseller as deplatforming strengths conspiracy theorists. The Q book. So they're already going on about that because they don't like it. Trump attacks wacky nut job. And is it Kutler? I don't know. Over border war criticism. Women against the state pension. We've got NASA captures moon appearing to pause and move in reverse. Really? Michelle Obama, how the former First Lady soared to rock star status. She ain't no star. Theresa May quitting will not get Brexit deal through. These are just the headlines. James Hewitt, Prince Harry's dad there, expert drivers, genetic. Oh my God, well, we've talked about James Hewitt before and said you could tell him Prince Charles doesn't look like his father, so they're going on about that because they're in the news all the time. And the funny thing is, I know you can't see this properly because I'm not accepting. Oh, there. Oh, Royal Exclusives genetic proof a hair loss expert could finally put their ending claims to bed. Little DNA, little squiggles there. Really, the conspiracy theory that Prince Diana's lover is Harry is Harry's real father and not Prince Charles has run wild for years. Well, you only have to put pictures next to each other and they look like each other. Just saying. What else have we got? Daily horoscopes. Meghan Merkel shock Duchess. Well, there's a load of stuff going on about them all the time. New pictures of Melania. Trump promotes Twitter users to spread fast. Oh, is this the picture everyone's moaning on about? That Melania looks like a fake Melania. Is it this one? The new picture of Melania Trump promotes Twitter users to spread fresh body double rumours. I saw this and it's rubbish. Because this picture that went up, you probably can't see it properly. It doesn't look like Melania here. But it does. She's not smiling. They're at a gravesite. But when you actually watch the video in Alabama, you can tell it's her. So they're just putting more crap up there again because, it's mainstream media trying to deflect on what's really going on like they always do. Because that was some news place. Pope Francis warns anti-Semitism has become part of a sweeping wave. We know about you. Roseanne Barr turns her, I don't know if you're supposed to say eye on the Me Too. What's that? Well, we all know about Me Too. How it's being used, I should say. Roseanne Barr says Donald Trump is a genius and calls the Me Too movement a witch hunt. Because it is. Sorry for some people that might be into it. You don't realise what you're getting involved with. Sorry, I'm not even looking at chat. Stephen Hawking's nurse, 61, is suspected of... What's that? This is the Sun. What's that? I'll come in chat in a minute. Why is the chat moving fast? Don't know. Why is the chat moving fast? Haven't got a clue. Am I supposed to be on live chat or top chat? I've put it on live chat. I haven't got a clue. Stephen Hawking's nurse Patricia, is it Dowdy or something, has been suspected after serious misconduct over his care. I wouldn't be surprised if Stephen Hawkins was killed, with all this stuff going on. What did he know? Stephen Hawking's nurse, 61, is suspended over accusations of serious conduct over his care, but the tribunal hearing remains secret. Really? Secret? So, just throwing that out there while I finish my brew off. Anyway, I wrote a great review on QBook and Amazon posted it. Oh, good, because they weren't doing. I think yesterday, JP, that thing we're commenting, I might have hit something by accident, like I've just hit. I don't know which chat I'm supposed to be putting it on. It's taking time. Both work. Oh, I don't know. I've just hit. I don't know which one's better. Because nobody's talking. What? Right, I've got on here top chat or live chat. Which one's better? I haven't got a clue. No, I won't be answering the door. I don't normally answer the door unless it's eBay, but that's who I thought it was. So I'm naffed off now that I actually give the details of my kids and I'm like, what has that got to do with TV monitoring? So when they do ring me, I was going to ignore it, but I'm going to ask them a question and I might just record it to see. Why not? Why not? Well, if you just listen to what I just said about answering the door, no, it wasn't a TV licensing. It was they want to put a monitor in your house for free if you want to. You don't have to monitor what programs you're watching and if you're watching programs on the computer. I wonder why. I don't watch TV though, and I told them that. So what's the point? I was talking about this. Broadcasting Audience Research Board. They knocked at my door. I thought it was an eBay person bringing something, and they're asking about putting a monitor in the house for free if you want to. And I was like, no, I don't watch TV. What TV programs do you watch? Yeah, TV's mind control. It is, so I don't watch it. But they wanted my kids' ages and names, and I was like, what's that got to do with a free TV monitor? And then they tried to give you vouchers at the end. I was like, I don't want them. They'll ring you in 2 days. So I'm like, well, I'll let them ring me then because I'm going to ask them why and why they needed that information. Also, talked about Michael Jackson the other day, all this crap that they're pumping out about him, which it was proved ages ago that he was innocent anyway, but they're bringing it up and these so-called kids, sorry because I know this happens, but so-called kids who got abused have only just brought it out, you know, like this is what they do, like the woman who went against Kavanaugh. Because they're hiding the fact that what's about to come out about Hollywood and using Michael Jackson as an scapegoat. So guess what went up today? Now, I really want to watch this film. How have they got your phone? No, I give it them. Because I thought it was like I don't normally do that. Until they got to the end and I was like, oh, well, what's that for then? So it's my stupid fault. But I'm gonna let them ring me. I know, I'm gonna let them ring me. Because I might record it. I want to see what they say. You don't have to have the monitor. I'm not having it anyway. I don't have smart meters or anything like that. I know what they are, but I don't normally answer. But I was gonna watch the film. What's that film called? The film Aquaman. Because I did like the guy on it, but this is where I say some people are going to get really hurt when they find out about some celebrities. Now, don't know we do know what's going on here, but does it look like something dodgy? Does it not? I mean, it's all going to come out in the end anyway, but look at this. Because I'm like, oh, I need to watch the film before it all comes out about this guy. Because I thought he could have been a good one. Yes, Jason Morano, yes. Yeah, that's what I'm going to show you. I was like, oh, you know, out of Game of Thrones, I was like, I'm assuming these are his daughters. Are they? I haven't got a clue. So, I'm not actually sure where it is now. Where is it? Oh, yeah, here it is. So, here we go. Aquaman, folding children. Folding. What the F? These people are sick. So, are you ready for this? Sorry, peeps, you know, but I did like this guy, but I don't know what, you know, like, what's going on here? She doesn't look happy, does she? Did you see that? I'm assuming they're his daughters. Some people have put underneath, oh, he's not doing anything. It's just his daughters. It's just, he grabbed her. I can see that as a mother. What's that? Is it just me? Watch his hand. And watch what she does. I don't know if they watch themselves on TV. There's one like that, and it was worse than that. Was Obama. There's one of Obama. So yeah, just saying. That's what's out there. That's what people are posting, and that was on Twitter. So yeah, but they've not been trying to put this out there. They're just going on about Michael Jackson. So I think there's a shitstorm coming with pedo wood, as we know, Hollywood. So this is where it gets a bit like people are going to be like having breakdowns when they find out actors that they liked and actresses, you know, well, you're not going to be happy, are you? I know that's the thing, and you want to watch a film and you're like, I really want to watch Aquaman. I've been wanting to watch it for ages, and I was going to watch it today, and then I saw that and I'm like, but in a way I don't want that to spoil it. I've like not got to look at that person, but then it's like, because it does look like a good film, but I'm like, So it is hard to watch films. I mean, not in a. I mean, people know, but it's like it shouldn't spoil a film because but then it's like I don't know if I can watch it now. But I wanted to watch it, but so it's a bit of a bummer. Though there's many films we watch and we love there's many films we love, even films way back that you love, and you'll find out that some of the actors and actresses are in this so-called ring, and you're gonna be a bit like that's another thing with the breakdown of everything. It's gonna be like, oh God, I loved that film. It was a good film. You love Tell. What do you mean you love Tell? Hope you're not saying television, Lee. It's a programming machine. Please do not say you are talking about the TV. Yeah, they like to zombify the society. Of course they do. So I just found that interesting. I'm glad I found this. I don't know. I'm glad I found this. What do you mean, what am I doing all weekend? When I'm searching on stuff, I'm searching on YouTube, alternative stuff. I don't watch TV. People watch Coronation Street and all that. I don't watch TV. I use my TV screen to watch YouTube on. Or Netflix, but... I found this, but it's old because I've had it since February 2018. So this is the one that I write on now, but I have ordered a new one because I'm going to frame it, because this is falling to bits because I've been like looking at it all the time. The Q map. Women will not take responsibility for their celebrity crushes. They'll just blame all the men. Women will not take... Oh, you mean will blame... Do you mean women will blame normal men and not blame the celebrities? This is why I don't... I mean, there are celebrities that I sort of think, yeah. But if anyone said to me, oh, who's your favourite celeb? I'm like... not really interested. Even though I did like him before I knew about all this. But one guy that I do really like, and I do know that they did assassinate his character, and he is a good guy, and it was said on the chance he was, we know he is anyway, and his dad is, don't forget, there's ones in there that are good and they know, but they've been shut down, is Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson's a good man, and so was his father. What original video? You can find the original footage and see what they did to it. Oh, do you mean... do you mean about Jason? Well, this is a thing because... Are you talking about the Jason video? Because I do believe there's people out there as well that, all right, and he wasn't doing anything. This is what I mean. Are they? I'm not saying he did that. I'm waiting for it to come out to see what's what, because did he, or have they manipulated the video to make him look bad? Because some of these elites at the top who are part of it, who push these people to do it, to being part of the group of Hollywood and how you get into your films, are going to start blaming them. Though they may have done things, I don't know, but some have been blackmailed and all this. We all know that. To use them as a scapegoat again, like Michael Jackson, to cover up what they're doing. We want the big guns because they have been blackmailing other people, you know. So, yeah, Clint Eastwood is good. James Wood, Clint Eastwood, Mark Wahlberg, etc. Yeah. The good people who won't stand for it. It's like I was saying about Owen Benjamin, and he's a really good comedian. That's why he says stuff about Hollywood and that in LA and this, that, and the other, because he knows. He knows. The beast machine. People who abuse put themselves in positions where they allow them access to children. Yeah, so this is why it's all mad. And, you know, I'm not saying Jason is, because we don't know. There's a lot of celebs that have been, you know, are they using it, are they manipulating it to look like that because they're trying to hide it from them? Because they're not bothered who gets caught or who gets, as long as it's not them. But it is coming to them. Because they're the ones that do it and get everyone else into the little, well, it's not a little gang, is it? It's a big gang. Yeah, I loved Mel Gibson. He's a proper man, proper from back in the day, you know, old school. That saw all this coming in as it crept in with all this stuff, and they wouldn't sell the soul to the devil. That's why they had that big thing about Mel Gibson. Oh, he's a drunk, and they didn't want him to make the film, you know, because they went mad when he made the film Passion of the Christ, and if that's what it's called. And they were so against him and making out like he was a drunk, he was this, that and the other. And I've heard the phone calls where he was really mad. They make people mad in the end. It's a bit like Brian Harvey over here and all that's going on. And Brian Harvey's back on the scene, he's back live, so that's good. They either assassinate your character, demonise you, put it on mainstream to make you look like you've done something that you haven't actually done. So all the sleeping people go against you and think you're a bad person when they actually weren't. So all the good people get put away and all the bad people are allowed to roam free doing what they want, basically. Hi, Tapper. Am I invisible? No, you're not invisible. So I don't know what people think, but this is why it gets really confusing with stuff. Because I know when it all boils down, there's going to be some celebrities that will start speaking out, even if they've done something, because they think, isn't there something just come up with R. Kelly speaking out? Because they will speak out, they've wanted to speak out, but it's those that have been in control. And yeah, they may have done bad things, but they may have got blackmailed and this, that and the other, and they threaten the family and all this, that and the other. So, you know, that's how it works. So, yeah. So I'm going to let you know about this when they ring up. And if I can do it at the time they do, I'll try and record it. Have I heard anything more about Tommy Robinson? I haven't looked, to tell the truth. I go in, I'm on back on a Discord that chucked me out, so I need to go and check up on that, because they're trying to, have they put him in prison or they're trying to get him back in again? Hi, I apologise, got to go around the clip you showed. Oh, don't worry. People need to see what's going on. I'm not saying he was doing it. Or he is, or it's been manipulated. I don't know. Guess we're going to find out, because the truth's coming, people. People need to get ready for the truth. There's no point saying you don't want to see it, even if you like the people, because there's a lot of celebrities out there and big stars that have been doing this, and people are going to be really shocked with who they've been following, who they've been looking up to as idols for years, and finding out that they're not what you think they are. They're actors. They're actors. Not every actor, but, you know, this country will go mad. Exactly. You can't find it, really. Not double A, Dave. Just BARB, Broadcast Audience Research Board. Pop music pop music's the worst. It's like, if you want to say like, oh, Lucifer is the devil and he was the, you know, some people say he is, some people say whatever, but like the what was it, his talents, music, they put all the celebrities in there because people look up to them. They have millions and millions of followers, and everyone thinks every word out of their mouth is true because they're a celebrity and everybody loves them. And that's what happens. I'm not saying every celebrity because it's not every celebrity, but when they get to really high places, when it all started creeping in, that's why they used Michael Jackson. They probably made more money out of him being dead than when he was alive now. My dad's good, yeah. He was talking to me this morning about you know, the mother of all bombs coming, and Jenny Hatch's videos, I might be able to show you a bit, but it won't be able to play the music. Brilliant. The one I said last night, she's put another one out. She hammers them out all the time with Michael Jackson music in it. I think it's got Jeff Sessions in it, so it's quite funny. The silent assassin, that new one everyone sort of forgot about. Can't put the music on, but who's from Kenya? Obama. What's that say? My TV, my phone is very naff. Oh, here he is. This is what I loved. Look at this picture. They all forgot about this little man, didn't they? Yeah, I like the old movies. My dad's good. There he is. What's he bringing? Hang on. Decals. There's Flynn. That's what he said. A storm's coming. There he is. Who's bringing the hammer down? Sorry, I just love that. Silent executioner is Jeff Sessions. Didn't see that coming, did they? Ooh, what's that? Show the end of it. It's been snowing here. It tried to snow here. Cloudy. Oh, just on Justice is on the horizon. Did you see that? March is big. I'm back, bitches. You didn't go away. Can I get a whoop whoop? Freedom of thought will save the world. Freedom of thought. So if you want to check that out, because it was brilliant. Jeff Sessions. He's on Jenny Hatch. She just does some really good videos. I was talking to someone last night, and I was talking about this Q. And they were like, you don't understand who Q is. It's the government. I was like, no, it's not. I'm sick. Black Mirror, there's my dad. I'm sick of people saying who don't understand it's part of the other side pretending to be good because then they're going to give us what we want for a couple of months and then they're going to all stick us in FEMA camps or whatever. It's like ridiculous. Oh, it's the government. You don't understand. No, it's not. How can they get in? Well, Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God. Did you see the one of good actors Robert John W on Twitter wants to create the People channel? It's on my timeline. Ah. See, there's a lot of people who will end up going into media and being proper journalists because they've not been reporting the truth. This is how big it was, as I've said before. This is how big it was. So if it's been in the plan for 200 years, there's an alliance been in the plan, but they got help. We're the digital army. Right at the bottom of this, follow the right rabbit, is the storm. Underneath the storm, it says exclusive order, human rights abuse. This is the whole thing of everything that they've been doing. And they said March is a big month, and on the 21st of this month, on my calendar here, it says human rights. So there's some justice coming in, and right at the top of it, all of it, so Dad, I was just saying about this. Oh my God. It's hail zoning. It's been snowing. It was snowing before. The storm's coming. It'll die off in a minute. Is that it? Yeah, the map is amazing. And people go, well, how did they write it? Like, well, this is the thing that people have put together because people know about this. Hi-Fif, people know about this. People have known for years that corporation, they've put it all together in one map so you can, you know, when I got it last year, I was like, what? But it is. See, people think that Q is part of another side that's trapping you. It's not trapping. Winter's coming, Jon Snow. It definitely is over that ice wall. But it's not. And like I said, I was talking to someone, they're like, Q is, it's the government, it's bad, it's this, that, and the other. Not everyone in the government is bad. And it's like, it's not. Right, I think I'm going to have to move because it's going to get a bit noisy. So... I have to go upstairs a minute because he's fell asleep on the couch in the front room having a nap. Still not 100%, but on the where can I sit? I have to sit here. Ugh. Let me see if I can lower you down a minute. Don't know if I can do this or not. Let's see. Let's ignore my pajamas on my bed. Let's sit down here. To lower you down. Hula hooping. What today in the hula hooping in the my God, why won't this? Hang on a minute, I can't get this to level. Hula hooping in the snow and the wind and the rain and the yeah, I think the storm's there, you know. Oh my God, I can't kneel up even. I know where I'll go. Oh my God, this tripod is ridiculous. It's new and it's falling apart again. Oh my God. Right, see if I can stick you over here. Too much. Right, let's see if I can... Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to put you somewhere and I can't. Oh my God. This tripod is ridiculous. Right, it's falling apart. Right, is that it? I don't know. Oh, I'm not having a... there to finish my chat off with, but yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, it tried snowing before. It's raining, it snowed, and it's trying to hailstone now, so I think the storm's coming. Less than 90% of the government are corrupt. Yeah, but this person who I was talking to was like, oh, Q's just bad, it's just they're just pretending that Trump's good, and it's all still the same thing, it's all still the government. I had a gorilla tripod, and I'm like, no, it's not. You think that because you've been watching too much stuff from ages ago, where that is what Kate, that's, you know, that's the normal thing that they would have done. It's a little bit different this time. It's not a little bit, actually, it's very different. But that's where people get stuck on the things they were watching years ago about Agenda 21 and FEMA camps and this, that and the other, what they were going to do with it. And it's like, yes, we all know about that. Hi. We all know about that. We all know now, some of us knew before, some of us knew years ago, what this big Agenda 21 is, but it's not, because something got in to help. But it's not. It's totally different. Like my dad said the other day, they needed to... Q is there to break down some of the barriers that we couldn't get through. So then we can get to, you know, what we need to get to. Like I said, you've got a... It's a triangle there and you have to start at the bottom and go to the top. You have to get all the minions and everyone that's working for them and go right up to the top. You can't get them from the top to the bottom. You know, so I don't understand why people don't understand that. You're getting there slowly. What else was I going to say about Q as well? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People are still stuck in that old... And this person said as well, it's still... people have commented as well, it's still the old guard pretending to be something else. It's like, it's not... Why would they didn't need to do that. All they had to do is let Hillary win. That's it. Because everyone thought she was good. All they had to do was let her win and that was it. Dolly, have you brought the Anon an invitation to the greatest? Yeah, I've got it. I've got the book downstairs. Yes, I have got the book, and I was flabbergasted because in part of it, just let me run downstairs and get it. Now, some people are a bit annoyed about this book because they're like, oh, I'm not giving money to blah, blah, blah. But I just think they're all getting confused with it. I got this for a historical fact because I know what's in the book anyway. There's bits, obviously, that I might have not heard. Yeah, squeaky clean or not, Donald is on the side of good, which flawless in this world. Exactly. Even if he has done things in the past, he had good intentions, just like Reagan and just like JFK. That's what some people don't understand. Now, this, I read this out the other day called The Message to the Resistance, and I was like, oh my God, because if anyone watches me and they know that I try and do my take on films, and I was talking about The Dark Crystal and The Dark Tower that you should watch as well, and I just could not believe it. So I'm just going to read a little bit out. We are being prepared for a very quick change. Yep. And it has to be. And then someone said, yeah, but the economy is going to do this, that, and the rest. That they put somebody new in the world banking system. They had all this plan before. I said to this person, you don't just make a plan and make sure that you're not going to have certain people in here and certain people in there when they take them certain people out that were wrong anyway. What's happening with SCOTUS and Joe M? I don't know. My dad mentioned it today. We don't know. I think they're arguing about people selling Q stuff or whatever. I'm like, oh, I don't really know. This is what I said though. When people start selling Q stuff because Q said about people making money or something, that's when people start going on about stuff that I really don't know what's going on. So I'm just going to read this little bit because I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I was talking about The Dark Crystal, the film, the old film. And they're bringing a new one back this year called The Resistance, which this is called The Message to the Resistance. Let me just read this little bit. This doesn't include the operations that they have used for many years that have the CDC random disease outbreaks and creation of diseases, AIDS, polio, STDs, Lyme disease, using countries' entire villages as their lab rats. Many of the results never see the light day. This doesn't include owned, funded, or contracted organisations involved that legally take, steal, or lure children for the sake of using them as sex slaves or in slave labour camps, mines, using them like toys in their paedophilia fantasies, and then to literally sacrifice them in their cult ceremonies. And then they have the nerve to blast it in our face as they do in movies like The Dark Crystal, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Monsters Inc. with the Fear Meter, etc., showing how to gather adrenochrome that gives them some form of high and youthful looks. We can't forget about organ harvesting operations, which are big money, Planned Parenthood. Boom. So that was interesting, but like, because it said The Dark Crystal, and I did my own take on that the other day because they were taking the little puppet things in their essence, if anyone gets what I'm saying. Now I see why Alex Jones went on about exposing the vaccine agenda. What do you mean? And Alex Jones has been called out, hasn't it, as a traitor. And I've read little bits out of it, and then I've just seen the bit where it says why some people struggle to believe Q. So I haven't read this out, so maybe I'll just read this little bit out. See. Oh. Morning coffee, yes. Yeah, he's a traitor. Now, some people go, oh, yeah, but Alex Jones, he red-pilled me. He red-pilled a lot of people. Method in the madness. He red-pilled you, so you'd believe what he was saying. Oh, well, he's a good guy. He was on Q, and then he poo-hooed Q. He got a load of... He talked about Tommy Robinson over here, so a lot of people in the UK were like, oh, he's really good, yeah. And then he's talking about different things, and Joe Rogan and all that. Yeah, well, we know. I don't trust Alex Jones. No, neither do I. He's part of that side. There's truth and lies in everything. He has talked about some truths, but it's to get you on board. That's what I think. Anyway, why some people struggle to believe Q? Those in the truth movement were hoping against hope that Q was real, but the first posting promising Hillary's arrest on October the 30th, 2017 was curious. No arrest was made public. Subsequent posts that day said her extradition was already in the motion. She was detained but not yet arrested. So she was detained but not yet arrested. After that, the most fascinating drops or clues and facts began to follow. It wasn't always easy to keep the faith. Some of the most frustrating aspects, and we all know this, if you've been on it from the beginning, have been Q's promise that this week is going to be huge or 2018 is going to be glorious. Q had us believing several times that this would be the week, as we all know if you've been on it from the beginning. We would see Hillary in custody and fake news media eating crow. That's why a lot of people are like, no, you keep saying that, because we were speculating. Yes, these guys are meant to awaken people into the Saturn matrix where they get stuck. Yeah, exactly, Fifth. I know what you're talking about. Because the plan is earth-shattering. They had to prepare the Department of Justice clean-out. See, this is what people don't understand. They go, what? It's like they had to prepare different areas. They have to do it within the law as well, and they have to get people in, like they have with Brett Kavanaugh. We all know about Ginsburg and what she was bringing in, bestiality, lowering the age of sex, said paedophilia is good for children. Why the hell would you want someone like that who's in Supreme Court? They had to take these people out. It's not easy to do, but they had to remove these to put the right people in. That's why it's took longer, and people just don't understand. Like, I'm not the sharpest tool in the box, but I know what's going on. Oh, And there it says Brett Kavanaugh, as I've just said it. I've not even read this, so let's read this little bit. Because the plan is earth-shattering, the way it had to be prepared, the Department of Justice cleaned out, which it was with a unprecedented numbers of registrations, terminations, and retirements. The Senate had to be solidly Republican, which was delivered as a 58-47 majority after the midterms. And finally, the Supreme Court needed another conservative justice, which we got with Brett Kavanaugh. It has been a long road, and the hype and the lack of visible action took its toll. During the first year, some Q followers fell off the wayside, and I know a friend who fell off because he didn't see what he wanted to see. But these have kept the faith. Those who kept the faith, my dad, me and my dad, and you lot who have done, following, praying, and spreading the word, have been richly rewarded. Hints from Q have led us down more rabbit holes than we can keep up with. Our patience has paid off, and we are probably the most informed people around the world. Calm before the storm, as Trump said right at the beginning. There's 36 on mine. Different numbers, 36 and 7, and if you add 3 and 3 up, it's 6, so there you go. The president himself announced the start of his awakening on October the 6th, 2017. What's the difference between Ginsburg and where's Wally? You can't find Wally. Oh, you can find Wally. Yeah, you can find Wally if you look. The president himself announced the starting of the awakening on October the 6th, 2017. Several weeks before the first Q post, flanked by military commanders and their spouses in the state dining room, Trump asked the press corps, "Do you know what this represents? Maybe it's the calm before the storm." A reporter asked, "What's the storm?" Because they didn't know the storm was coming. It's arriving very soon. We all thought it was last year, but everything that was dropped last year is now. Where's Ruth? Yeah, where is Ruth Ginsburger? She's been seen in a gym. She's been seen at a concert, really. No one's seen her. They put pictures out, but no one's seen her. Trump responded, could be the calm before the storm, and then gave a sly smile. Reporters scrambled to figure out what he meant, and the resulting conjectures were wild and irrational. Sarah Huckabee Sanders straightened them out. She's a good woman, saying the president was sending a message. She said, "I think we have some serious world issues here." Oh, yeah, we've got some serious world issues. "I think that North Korea, Iran, both continue to be bad actors, and the president is," oh, and funny enough, he's friends with Kim Jong-un now, and there was an Iranian person putting a Q sign up the other day on the Q board. Yeah. So I'll just carry on. Sending a message, she said, "I think we have some serious world issues. I think that North Korea, Iran both continue to be bad actors, and the president is somebody who's going to always look for ways to protect Americans, and he's not going to dictate that those actions may look like." Later, Trump was asked again what he meant. He responded, "You'll find out. You'll definitely find out very soon." We have since learned that Trump and his team are pursuing enemies both foreign and domestic, because like I said, it's not just to do with America, it's to do with the world, because it's going on all over, because they got the little tentacles everywhere. Yep. And we've passed from the calm into the storm. This is the storm. The other side has fought back with their lie that Trump is a Russian agent, but also with several false flags. These are acts perpetrated by one entity. I mentioned entity last night, didn't I? But blamed on another. The name comes from the days when pirates on the high seas would capture a ship and sail under a false flag. We've been working on maritime law, haven't we? Many times during the storm, Q has warned us to stay alert and vigilant, and above all, pray. Some of the false flags were averted, like a bombing in New York's subway. Oh. Others took the lives of innocent Americans in places like Parkland, Florida, where the shooting may have been I can never say this word, done by the people within our government in order to elicit support from the gun grab, because they wanted you to put all this stuff out so they could take your guns, so you won't be able to protect yourself, so people wouldn't be able to protect themselves like they did here in the UK with Dunblane and stuff like that. And we don't have guns now, so the people can't protect themselves when they come. There are still many never Trumpers in all levels of our government who are doing whatever they deem necessary to carry out the globalist agenda to reduce population and take over the world control. If you have any doubt, research the UN's Agenda 21, which I was just talking about, now called Agenda 2030. It is chilling because everyone thinks, well, it's moved to Agenda 2030 now. Well, it's not going to move to 2030 because, the pursuit of evil beyond theft, corruption, murder and blackmail is the kidnapping, torture and raping and sacrificing of children, and this is why we said enough is enough. The perpetrators are Luciferians and Satan worshippers. They run paedophile networks across continents through the Vatican. As I said, the Vatican's at the top of the Q map, and underneath the Vatican. What is underneath the Vatican, people? Underground tunnels and all this all over. Loads of countries have them. Underneath the cover of charities and child protective services. Well, beginning to find that out in the UK, aren't we? Some people reporting on all that sort of stuff. What's going on. That's not me saying it. You only have to look what people are talking about in the UK with certain stuff. In the short, the target and in short, they target and infiltrate any organisation that puts them closest to their victims. What a bit like Disney World. A lot of kids go there, don't they? They had a load of arrests at Disney World, didn't they? 666 in the sign of Disney World. To all ties to the rabbit hole, the White Rabbit. Q's post on October the 29th, 2018 refers to 2010 email that was exposed by Judicial Watch. The email exchanges itself in uninteresting. What matters are the references to Alice in Wonderland. Hillary is the Madame Alice, and her correspondent is Clinton Buddy. Is it Marty Tory, the Mad Hatter? The earliest communications by Q refer to Alice and Bloody Wonderland, and Q's December 20th, 2018 post circled back. Alice and Mad Hatter. Remember Trump stood in the South Lawn flanked by a gigantic white rabbit? I remember that. When he affirmed Q by using the words tip-top, tippy-top. Yeah, I remember that. As we've discovered, there are no coincidences. I'll come into chat when I've just read this little bit. Bloody Wonderland. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is known for strict adherence to Islamic law and bloodlust, the beating and beheading of offenders, but Q suggests it goes deeper, that SA is a hub for human trafficking, or rather it was a hub. Everything changed after Trump visited the kingdom of this first official trip, because remember, he went to Saudi Arabia and everyone's like, oh, he's doing a dance. He never did a dance for anything else. He's been going around trying to sort everything out. So they all think he's bad because he was at Saudi Arabia. No, people just don't research. Shortly thereafter, the SA, which is Saudi Arabia, was rocked by a palace coup. Prince Alauddin bin, I'm sorry, I don't know his name, so I'm just going to butcher that, bin Talal, or whatever his name is, was captured and imprisoned. He eventually brought his way out of jail and was replaced by his nephew, Mohammed bin, Salam, whatever his name is, the 32-year-old son of the king. Q told us there was an order to the cleanup, with Saudi Arabia being the first and the US right behind it. Other nations in the queue were North Korea, Iran, Europe and Israel, which is being saved for last. Israel is being saved for last. Some people think, oh, that's bad. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. Exactly, Dad. So the other bit to this is Trump famously referred to Ali Weedin, sorry, I don't know his name, bin Talal, as the dopey prince. As usual, the president nailed it. This is the same guy who led in the funding drive to pay back Barack Obama's education at Harvard. Now, did he pay off the debt? Gave multiple millions to Clinton Foundation, gave multiple millions to John McCain's foundation, gave multiple millions to Nancy Pelosi's foundation. Nancy Pelosi? Further posts suggest that these foundations were created in order to facilitate trafficking and laundering money. Before we answer the questions, let's explore the identities of the other characters in Q's posts. Godfather 3, Snow White and the Wizards and Warlocks, so fair. We've been told the wizards and warlocks are the intelligence agencies, and Snow White may refer to the computer system they use. Because I was having a talk about this computer thing with someone last night. System they use, or it may be something else entirely. What about Godfather 3? In the movie, there's that thing of in the movie. An aging mafia don named Michael, is it Colon? I don't know what his name is. Tries to. Is it Asage? I don't even know what that says. A guilty conscience by donating huge sums of money to various charities. He asks the children to come to a ceremony where he will be honoured by the Pope. He tells them the only wealth in this world is children. Anyone get that? More than all the money, power on earth, you are my treasure. Is Q saying that kids are cash cow? Another post says this. They are. They're big money to some people. Anyway, in Taken, Liam Nielsen's daughter is kidnapped and sold as a sex slave to a Saudi prince. Said it's all in films, people. According to the post, Facebook and Instagram are being used by human traffickers in Saudi Arabia. Because I did say that when you're putting pictures up of your kids, you know, I've done it years back, put your kids on Instagram and Facebook and going, oh, look at my kids, because you think you're talking to your friends. People can see that and they make comments on Instagram. It's all that like Pizzagate thing, and you don't know what it is, and they're looking at your kids. They're using it as a catalogue. And when kids go missing, they're using it as a catalogue to look at your children. Just saying for those who don't get it, because I've shouted this out loads of times. Was the dopey prince the ringleader? Now let's get a look at two creepy Clinton associates and their sick... There we go. John Podesta was at the top of an aid for both Hillary and Bill. His brother Tony ran a very powerful Washington, D.C. lobbying organisation called the Podesta Group, which closed its doors in December 2016. No surprise there, as they lost access to power when Hillary lost the election. The one she thought she'd never lose. The Podesta brothers love and follow the dark side. First of all, they're fans of Marina Abramovich. I can never say this word. You know, the witchy woman. Maria Abramovich, I call her, the witch, the spirit cooker. You know, there's witches, there's good ones and there's bad ones, but she ain't good. She's for the dark side. Who mixes body fluids to create ink. Right. Abramovich, I think that's what her name is, but I call her Abramovich, is also known for repeatedly stabbing herself as part of a performance art. That's not art, that's sick. John Podesta has been linked through his leaked emails to paedophilia. He and his pals used terms identified by the FBI as code for sex acts with children. There also a published photo of him displaying occult symbols on his palms, a large number 14 on his hand, and the drawing of a fish on the other. These images may refer to the myth of Osiris, which we know because they know stuff, what we're supposed to know, but they use it for bad, who was torn into 14 pieces. Yes, 13 pieces were recovered, but the 14th, his male member, was eaten by a fish. John's brother, Tony, is a noted art collector whose home is filled with paintings, and I've seen these pictures, are awful, paintings of shackled and dead children hanging over the staircase. Now, why would you have that sort of stuff in your house? They call it art. It's not art, it's sick. It's the contorted image of a headless man. Oh, hanging over the staircase, if I thought to finish distorted image of a headless man. It's eerily similar to one of the bodies posed and photographed by serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer, is it or something? Per Q, the symbolism will be their downfall, as we got told. Yeah, Q is he's saving the children. Q has also warned us that disinformation is real and distractions are necessary. Therefore, the November the 4th, 2017 post that read Q equals Alice has us wondering how Q and Hillary could both be Alice. Another post told us we would soon understand the meaning behind Alice and Wonderland, and added that everything has meaning. The parallels become curious and curiouser. In 2019, the Obama held a secret Wonderland themed Halloween. He did, and I've seen it. Halloween party based on the movie Alice in Wonderland. The guests listed included Johnny Depp, have you seen the state of him lately, and Tim Burton, plus several other cast and crew members. This is where I said you're going to be upset when you find out about a lot of Hollywood actors that you look up to. Included Johnny Depp and Tim Burton, plus several other cast and crew members. These names were omitted from the official White House guest book in an effort to keep the party secret. However, 2 years later, a New York Times reporter spilled the beans. Donald Trump responded to the news with his tweet on January the 12th, 2012. With the unemployment over 10% in 2009, Barack Obama held an extravagant Alice in Wonderland party. He is a man of the people. Exactly. He used all that money to have a party when people were unemployed and stuff. Trump purposely tweets misspellings. I've told people this, they don't understand. Trump purposely tweets misspellings as codes. The missing one in employment, and while the fake news revels in his supposed stupidity, because he ain't stupid, he's a genius. We look for deep meanings. One example is the labeling of Washington Post Amazon owner Jeff Bezos, as Jeff Bozo. The WAPO, is an endless foundation of fake news, and Amazon built a cloud system to host CIA data. That's why everyone's going mad about this book being on Amazon, for which Bezos will be paid $600 million. The CIA is also known as the clowns in America, and Bozo is a clown, right? Q also linked to an Amazon entry for a book published in March called Hillary Clinton in Wonderland, a rewrite of the Lewis Carroll tale that submits Hillary's name for Alice. Another link took us to the BBC documentary exposing Arthur Lewis Carroll as a likely paedophile. And it just goes on and on and on. Looking through the looking glass, because I could read it all, but I'm not going to read it out. I think it is good for people to get if you're interested in, you don't know about Q, or you're beginning to learn and you want to see what you missed way back, because this is, I know about all this. This was from last year, but some people don't. And it's just really good. And I've got it for like more of a historical thing. There's the rabbit. There's the picture of the rabbit. Let me show you. There. If anyone remembers. And just remember, we're nearly in May, and this was done last year, and we thought it was for last year, but this is this year. The Pope will be having a terrible May. Those who backed him will be pushed into the dark to light truth. This was a last year, but there's a lot going on with the Pope right now, isn't there? And May's next month, and there's a lot of stuff going down right now. So yeah, it's a good book. They're even talking about Jerome Corsi. Author Jerome Corsi was on InfoWars request. They were because they've actually talked about Alex Jones in here. Alex Jones, which it says, after ignoring Q for nearly a year, the MSN Mockingbird media switched from ignore Q to attack Q. All on the same day, hundreds of articles began pouring out, ridiculing Q with the usual conspiracy theory labels. Alex Jones collaborator Jack Porspo, I don't even know what the name is, activates to begin his big debunking Q attempt, building up weeks of hype for his faked chat logs attempt, which were attempt to debunk literally within minutes. And Q even used my video to hammer this home point. Thanks, Q. So yeah, and we know what Jerome Corsi is as well. So politics is going to drain your energy. Well, Max, you can think what you want, because it's not politics, is it? It's not really about the politics. And Trump isn't a politician. He's a businessman. It's what's behind it all. If you're a flat earther, it all goes to that as well. Q's already talked about, put things out there, sort of little hints about flat earth. So they do exactly Fifth World. They have to take these people out. They have to be taken out. Like I said the other day, it's all that being good and light and all this, that, and the other. Imagine you're not going to be able to do it if you can't get these people out. It's been the plan's been in for 200 years. They've been doing this that long. They've just got to break them barriers down so the people can wake up and see, and then they like it says in the book, they need to take them down. It's not like, oh, they need to be taken down properly. It's nothing to do with politics, really. That's why people don't want to look into it. Oh, it's to do with politics. Well, really, it's not. It's to do with every so-called conspiracy going. Q's the biggest one. Tip of the iceberg. Get behind those curtains of politics and that, what's really going on behind the scene. So it's not really anything to do with politics. And it's not draining my energy because my energy hasn't been drained. It's been pumped up more. Jones, well, Alex Jones is a traitor to America. Hang the lot. Yeah, exactly. People like him in the UK because he did a lot on Tommy. Well, there's a reason why I did that. Method in the Madness. With Joe Rogan. Yeah, it's all a smoke screen. It is all a smoke screen. People think, oh, it's to do politics. I've never voted in my life. Never been interested in politics until this because it's not really the politics that I'm interested in. That's just a smoke screen. It's what's going on behind. All the conspiracies you can think of, so-called conspiracies you can think of. No, nothing drains my batteries because I see what's coming. It's a quite good book. Yeah, it is. It is a good book. I haven't got it to really read, though. I will read some other bits because a lot of this stuff in here, like, it was done last year. The people who were on to Q know about all of this. This is the stuff last year. There's the Q. Ooh. But all this is happening now. And the millions that are sitting on the fence until they said they want to see Hillary go down, they'll jump on. Oh, what's this? So that's why people, I don't think, want to listen over here about Q because, like I said, I don't know who's on it in the UK. I know a few people, but they think it's just politics, so they don't want to listen to it. It's part of everything. Yes, but Max, that's where I'm having a problem with people because they'll go, it's associated with the agenda. What? Agenda 21? That everyone was into way back and go, oh, we know about that. Yes, I know people know about it, but an alliance has been in for a very long time trying to get in. They failed a couple of times, but what's helped is the internet, people getting stuff out, and the Anons and the digital army, which is people talking about it everywhere, and it's worldwide, by the way. A lot of people don't know in the UK. Agenda 21's out the window. The Alliance got in. Digital Army got in. Anons got in. Normal people. Every Oscar nominee in the last 50 years, I suspect most won't survive scrutiny. Yeah. They all pat each other themselves on the back in the Oscars because they're all part of the same team. That Agenda 21, this is what I have a problem with. Everyone goes, oh, I was researching this years ago. I know. And I know people know about all this stuff with, you know, all the evil that's been about and government and this, that and the other. I'm not saying everyone in government, this, that and the other, and Agenda 21 and what they were going to do and what they were bringing in. But she didn't get in, did she? She was going to cap it off, Hillary. Agenda 21, New World Order. People are beginning to wake up. If people can see what's going on, it can't happen because the secret societies can't work anymore in secret because they ain't secret anymore. So, you know, the sheep will have no idea what's coming now. No, they don't. It's going to be hard for them, and that's why they said so many people are awake to it, that they'll be able to help people with questions, because if they've heard you talking little bits about it, like, I think there's some people that came on my channel, they've dropped off my channel because they think I've gone mad. They think that, oh, it's not really something. Oh, what do you mean Hillary's been doing this? Oh, well, I'm glad you've listened a little bit, because I think some people will end up coming back over going, oh, didn't you say something about this, that and everyone will be like, yeah, Hillary was going to cap it off. Hillary was going to cap the New World Order off if she'd have won, but she didn't win, did she? Because Trump got in. Her dad was from a mafia family, mind you, a lot of them from a mafia family, so were the Kennedys, but it's if you had good intentions or not. She didn't have good intentions. She's not a good person. She was going to cap it off. They were going to get, I think was it Iran or wherever it was, to nuke America with the Iranian one, blame it on Russia, and start World War III. Well, Billy Wazzer, you need to go and research, don't you? And blame it on World War III. That's why she was, when she lost, and she was crying all the time and wouldn't shut up about it because she's a sore loser. She was like, Russia, 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 Russia. Well, Billy, you would think that. That's what most people think, that got stuck in the old bit, don't they? Hillary's part of the same gang. Trump wanted nothing to do with the cabal. It's not the same gang. They might as well just let her win and get it over with. I'm almost ready to do that, Dave. Yeah, we should do. It'd be good. When the time's right, fifth. You know? But that's what people can't see. Was Obama an American citizen? Should he have really been the president? What's his birth certificate? No, he wasn't, was he? So he shouldn't have been president, should he be? Iranian 1. Loads of stuff. Yeah, he's from Kenya. Yep. Gender 21 is not dead. It's in the process of being killed. This is no time to be confident. We ain't out of the woods yet. I never said we were out of the woods, and I never said there's still pockets of resistance, but that's what they're taking down, you know? But the more people wake up, there's more of us than there is of them. The more people wake up and see what's really going on and stop listening to the fake news and watching TV. Yes, that's what they say now, Agenda 2030. Yes, it was in here. We all know about that. But how can it be Agenda 2030 if it's getting dismantled? And that's why they need people to wake up quicker. Because once you see, you can't unsee. Secret societies can't work if they're not secret anymore. It isn't an American thing, it's a worldwide thing, it's everywhere. And that's why QAnon's are worldwide, there's millions on it. So, but don't forget, this month's a really big month. So, get ready. You do not have to be insane to endure this, but it sure helps. Well, all the people that get cold mad and a nutter, good. Because I'd rather be a nutter than be asleep. Boom, the the mother of all bombs is coming, so guess we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, these people are on the Agenda 21 thing, really into it. You know, there's they've put videos in about it and all fearmongering and all this and it was coming in, yeah, but something else got in, didn't it? Something else got in. Someone else started to build a plan with somebody else, with a lot of normal people and nuns and a lot of navy and stuff like that. So, yeah, raising consciousness borders in insanity. Of course it does. The agenda is open to mainstream. Well, people need to stop listening to mainstream. It's breaking through the mainstream. That's why this has got put up on Amazon. You're going to start seeing a lot of Q stuff. And that's why people don't believe it, because we all know mainstream media is fake. So when it does break through, people are like, oh, well, it's fake because it's on mainstream media. You've got to get the right people in mainstream media, don't you? It's not like we're not going to have media. We are, but the right people need to be put in, talking about the truth. Proper reporters need to be put in. As we know, there was about 20 young journalists in America that have spoke about Q and they weren't allowed to report on it. They got stopped. Why? Because it's a conspiracy. Yeah, when people eventually see the truth, their world of bubble wrap will explode. It will. Yeah. Did the Mandela effect start around the time of the collier being switched on again? Quantum physics, time travel, a distortion of time and space. I don't know, but I see the Mandela effect as, and there's loads. I like it. I see the Mandela effect, to me, I see it as, those of us who know certain things from when we were born, like back in the day, you know, our childhood, because I'm 42, know that certain films and certain sayings were certain ways, especially like the old one, Luke, I am your father. Millennials will say, oh no, it wasn't that. Well, no, it wasn't. You wouldn't think that, would you? Because you've seen it as when it's changed to that. to me, the Mandela effect is to show us something's changed somewhere, however they've changed it, timeline or whatever, to wake us up to know there's something going on, because we had better childhoods, as in, we had better childhoods, don't care what anyone says, than the ones today, as in, we were out running around in nature, this, that, and the other. We didn't have computers and that, we didn't see things, we were just out all the time and doing those things and not getting brainwashed as much as the kids do today. So it's to say, to wake us up to know, we know there's something going on. And the people who go, oh, I didn't see that, well, maybe you're not awake to what's going on. And some of the younger kids might not know on bits of them, because we're trying to wake them up, and it's so hard. It's an awakening. People go, oh, it's this, it's that. It's like, no, it's an awakening. Us a lot from years ago, like, look, I'm telling you, that wasn't that. It wasn't that. McDonald's. I'm not remembering McDonald's the way it's written now. I'm like, I don't remember it written like that. And when I saw it, because I don't go to McDonald's, I was like, I don't remember that being written that way. And people will still say today, oh yeah, it was. I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was Mackie D's, M-A-C, Ronald McDonald, not MC Donald's, even though people still think that, because it is written that way now, but it wasn't. I don't remember it like that. New second-hand information. Every time I go for a beer, the next day I experience Mandela effect. Well, I need to go and look at some new ones, actually, because I just find it really funny. Looney Tunes or Looney Tunes. Wasn't it Looney? Was it Looney Tunes? Can't think. Looney Tunes. We did, Dolly. We used our imaginations. That's what I mean, and that's what they're taking away from kids today. Well, I do know that Star Wars, it was Luke, I am your father. Now it's no, I'm your father. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. Tunes, it was Looney Tunes, wasn't it? Because they were cartoons. So they were Looney Tunes. Simple. But now it's tunes. And everyone's like, no, it wasn't. It's like, yeah, it was Looney Tunes, because they were loony cartoons. Looney Tunes. E.T. E.T. Home Phone. No, it wasn't. It was E.T. Home... Phone Home. Life is Like a Box of Chocolates. Have done that one. There's loads out there. Magic Mirror, yeah. There's loads. There was a new one the other day someone brought up, and I can't think what it was. Songs have changed, like words. It was Tunes, Billy. Tunes. Has anyone seen any new ones? I remember McDonald's as M-A-C Donald's, not MC Donald's. Yes, history is written by the victor. Whoever's winning at the time, it's his story. That's why we know half of history isn't real. Yeah, Build It. Yeah, that was it. That was a new one. I don't know if there was that on Jay Dreamers or someone. Build it and he will come. I always thought it was build it and they will come. What did everyone else know it as? I thought it was build it and... Was it they will come? Build it. Build it and he will come. Build it and they will come. What does everyone remember it as? Build it and Field of Dreams. You remember he? Or was it he? Because it was that baseball player we was after, wasn't it? Build it and... Who else in chat? What do you remember it as? Build it, Field of Dreams, build it and... I'd say they. If I wasn't listening, I'd be just like, build it and they will come, because a group of baseball players came, build it and they will come. They will come to the baseball, what's it called, grounds that he was building. Build it and they will come. They, not he, but it's he now. If it's he now, it was they. Yeah, but how old are you, Billy? It is he now. It's he now. But I remember it as they. Thank you. Build it and they will come. It was build it and they will come. Because he wanted that those ghosts or whatever they were came, didn't they? Build it and they will come. Build the baseball grounds and they will come. JFK car, yeah, I've seen that one. Satan takes credit for all God's. Yeah, Dad, yeah, it was They Will Come. Build it and they will come. I don't think it is. Well, let's check. Let's have a look. I remember it as They. Well, let's have a look anyway. Oh, my little one's up now. I'm coming, hang on. Right. Comments before I play it. Who came here after watching Owen Benjamin's live video? Oh, there's Owen Benjamin again. Oh, I distinctly remember this movie. If you build it, they will come. So let's see what it says before I go. If they build it, he will come. It says now. It didn't say that. So listen again. If you build it, he will come. It was they. Listen. It's he now. Timeline's being corrected exactly so. Oh, by the way, 17. And let's just look at some of the comments. 4 days ago this was. Came here through watching Owen Benjamin's videos, right? Oh, I distinctly remember this movie. If you build it, they will come. That's so weird. Big Bear brought me here. That's Owen Benjamin. Mandela Effect. What the... I remember they will come. Come here, baby boy. I'm just reading this out. Then we'll go downstairs. Oh. It says...
I don't feel
I watched... You don't feel well? Oh, I'll get you a drink. I watched this movie in the 80s and so many times. I remember the quote clearly. Broad as daylight. If you build it, they will come. And that's 17 replies. 17. If you build it, someone's put, if you build it, he will come. If you build it, they will come. The 9 is a collective, my brother. If you build it, they will come. Build the wall, build the wall, build the wall. That's hilarious. Oh my God. Build the wall, build the wall, build the wall. Let's see. They will come. Something's gone wrong, folks. Really. So many things have changed that don't make sense anymore. Boom. This is what I'm saying. It was they. So if you haven't, if anyone comes in chat or you're from somewhere else that doesn't know about the Mandela Effect, go and have a look around YouTube and you might be like, oh my God, what's going on? It was for us to wake up, I believe. Enjoy your day, Dolly Boom. Thank you. To wake us up, to go, hang on a minute, something's changed on the timeline or whatever you want to call it. And see you soon. Peace out. Yes, I'm going to go, the little one now, because he's had a little bit of a kip. You know, so thank you. So yeah, I just wanted to, there's supposed to be a big chat about the cold caller, but you know, things are coming. Shake, shake, shake the room. Oh, so I might go and find out some new ones as well, because I know that's where I got onto Unbiased and on the Fence, which Fifth World knows, because he does the Mandela Effects and not the like Febreze and different words that have changed on packaging and food, and it's like, hang on a minute, they didn't used to spell it like that, or car signs, or and they're sleeping are just like, oh, maybe it was, see, maybe it was like that, and we don't remember. It's like, no, it wasn't. Get your cue. So the sun's come out now. I think I might go do some hooping. To me, we're in the Matrix. We're all in the Matrix, Max. We're all in the Matrix. So yeah, where we go one week, well, see you soon. Bye.